Hey y'all, hey YouTube. I know the Black History Month, and I said I'll come back later and finish reading the R. Kelly book, but I wanted to do something different, and this pretty much ain't a Black History story, but I wanted to take the time to do something different and speak on a touching topic that's kind of relatable to. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, hey, you already know who it is. I am Damian Moody, also known as Cashmere Majesty. Sometimes I go by Red Riding Hood, just spelled differently, not to get mixed up with Little Red Riding Hood, a whole different name. I mean, spelling. Anyway, that's beside the point. I know it's Black History Month, but I want to take the time to do something different. Situations like this, I'm pretty sure, still happen to this day. Every time you listen to the news, you hear crazy stories. And this is a story that I don't really speak about often, but I still remember, and I just want to take the time to shine a light on this young man, read his story, and give my honest thoughts and opinions on everything that I've studied. I mean, I did my research on when it comes to this the story of this man and how he was brutally murdered. Pretty much a case of mistaken identity, being killed because people think you're someone that you're not. It's a whole crazy story. A whole crazy story. So I'm going to screen share, and this story is the murder of Lesandro Guzman-Feliz. I hope I'm saying his name right. I'm gonna just call him Junior. Yes, I'm gonna just call him Junior. As y'all see his full name, but I'm gonna just call him Junior because I don't want to mispronounce his name or whatever the case may be. And I know with my reading, I usually accidentally mispronounce certain stuff. So I'm gonna try my best. This is the murder of Lesandro Junior Guzman-Feliz. Feliz. I hope I hope I'm saying his name right. The location is the intersection of Bathgate Avenue and East 183rd Street, New York City, Belmont, Bronx. The date was June 20th, 2018, 6 years ago. It was a machete attack, stabbing, gang violence, one death, 14 suspects, all convicted. Let me get my glasses because I want to read this story and I want to be able to see what I'm reading. Where did I just put those glasses at? Where did I just put those goddamn glasses at? They was somewhere. Where the hell is my glasses at? I'll just wear these. Anyway, the murder of Lesandro is, if I'm pronouncing it right, please correct me in the comment. I mean, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, please correct me in the comment section. Occurred on June 20th, 2018. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna do this. So I can hold on. Let me double check how I pronounce it real quick. Lesandro Guzman-Feliz. Okay, I'm sorry. So, okay, the murder of Lesandro Guzman-Feliz occurred on June 20th, 2018. The 15-year-old was killed by members of the Dominican American gang Trinitarios in the Belmont neighborhood of the Bronx. The death occurred in the case of mistaken identity. Public outrage arose when graphic video of the murder began to circulate on the internet. 14 suspects, all members of the Trinitario gang, were arrested in connection with Guzman Feliz's death. On June 20, 2018 at 11:30 p.m. East uh, EDT, is that Eastern Daytime? 15-year-old Lesandro Jr. Guzman Feliz left his apartment to meet with a friend. While out, he noticed four vehicles and became alarmed. He began to run and was chased for several blocks by gang members accompanying the vehicles. Eventually, Guzman Feliz sought refuge in a bodega at Bathgate Avenue on East 183rd Street in Belmont, Bronx, near his residence. The store owner and others witnessed the attack, but initially prevented Junior from hiding behind the counter, being at first unsure precisely what was occurring. After recognizing Guzman, after recognizing Junior and seeing his fear, the store owner relented and allowed him behind the counter. But Junior was nevertheless spotted by one of the gang members, who then proceeded to drag him outside where three others waited. The brutal killing had a significant impact upon the bodega owner. The bodega owner's mother had a heart attack after viewing the security footage of the attack and died. The bodega owner had thoughts of self harm and had to seek psychological psychological therapy. The killing was captured on CCTV video inside the shop, as well as on a cell phone video taken from an by a resident of one of the building's upper floors. The cell phone video shows a dozen or more males arriving and departing at the scene. Bodega's surveillance footage shows several men stabbing Guzman Feliz with large knives and machetes. The video shows Guzman Feliz re-entering the store, however, he appeared to be sent outside. The video shows him stumbling out of the bodega and running east on 183rd Street toward St. Barnabas Hospital, 1 block away. Cell phone footage showed Guzman Feliz collapse on a step at a security booth a few yards from the hospital entrance. The video shows witnesses who knew the victim screaming frantically, holding claws to his wounds and attempting to console him as he died. Guzman Feliz died only minutes after the attack at the bodega. According to the boyfriend of Guzman Feliz's sister, the Trinitario gang leader said on Snapchat that the killing was a case of mistaken identity. Identical reports indicated that authorities considered the possibility that the murder might have been triggered by a sex video shared on Facebook showing an individual resembling Guzman Feliz with a young woman who was thought to be a relative of a gang member. The hashtag Justice for Junior was created and went viral on social media outlets such as Twitter and Instagram. Public outrage ensued when the graphic video of Guzman-Feliz killing began to circulate on the internet. Police tip lines received a torrent of calls from witnesses and other people identifying the suspects. Officers' posts on Twitter and Instagram were shared and viewed over 100,000 times. The killing of Guzman-Feliz was purport, uh, purportedly, sorry, I'm reading it wrong, a case of mistaken identity of a teen part of a rival gang. The police reported that the killers, all members of the Torrentario subset, Lost Swords, mistakenly believed that Guzman-Feliz was a member of the rival Sunset Gang. Bronx County District Attorney Darcel Clark said that Guzman-Feliz had no ties to any gang activity. This is the store that he was killed at. This is the area. I hope y'all can see the. This is the area that he possibly was killed at, and as y'all can see, they have a picture of him in his memory due to the fact that he was killed in that store or outside the store. This is another picture they did. It's a memorial of him across the street from the store. No, across the street from the hospital entrance. I'm sorry. Yes, that's what he looks like because I didn't show no pictures of him. Lesandro Guzman-Feliz was born. He was born November 11th, 2002. He passed away June 20th, 2018. Known as Junior, was 15 years old at the time of his death. His family included his father, Lesandro Guzman, his mother, Leandra Feliz, his older sister, Genius Canado Feliz, and his brother, Manuel Ortiz. He attended the Dr. Richard Izquierdo Health and Science Charter School. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it wrong. Where he was a sophomore. He was of Dominican descent. Guzman Feliz aspired to become a detective and was a member of the New York City Police Department Explorers Program, a group for youth interested in law enforcement careers. His funeral at Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church in the Bronx was attended by thousands. Pallbearers were attired in New York Yankee jerseys as a nod to Guzman Feliz's favorite baseball team. He was interred in St. Raymond's Cemetery in the Bronx. After his death, the NYPD established a scholarship in Guzman Feliz's name. The corner of Bathgate Avenue on 183rd Street, where Guzman Feliz was killed, is ceremonially renamed Lesandro Jr. Guzman Feliz Way in February 2019 on his mother's birthday. 14 suspects were arrested in connection to Guzman-Feliz's death. All were members of the Dominican gang Trinitarios. Trinitario, and between the ages of 18 and 29. You have Kevin Alvarez, age 19, Luis Cabrera Santos, age 25, Daniel Fernandez, age 21, Elvin Garcia, age 23, Antonio Rodriguez Hernandez, age 24, Janeki Martinez Estrella, age 24, Jose Munez, age 21, Danilo Payams Pacheco, age 21, Gabriel Ramirez, Con, 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 whatever that name is, anyway, age 26, Manuel Herrera, age 18, Diego Cirio, age 29, Jose Tavares, age 21, Frederick Fenton, age 20, and Ronald Urena, age 29. I don't care if I pronounce their names wrong. At the end of the day, they right where they belong. Police allege Surio to be the ringleader who ordered the murder of Guzman-Feliz. Officers also claimed that Martinez Estrella delivered the fatal blow to Guzman-Feliz. Four of the suspects, Fernandez, Munez, Herrera, and Hernandez, are incarcerated at Rikers Island and received death threats even from other members of the Trinitario gang were while awaiting trial. Jail officials segregated them from other prisoners and they received heightened security protection at the jail. In December 2018, while detained at Rikers Island, Rivera received a slash wound on his face from a fellow inmate. The suspect was allegedly a rival gang member. Michael Sosa Reyes, a former suspect, was a cooperating witness. Well, nearly a full year after Gus was killed outside the Bronx bodega, five accused suspects were convicted of his murder. In Bronx courtroom on June 14, 2019, the jury convicted Jonaki Martinez, well, all the names I mentioned, of first degree murder, second degree murder, gang assault, and conspiracy. By also convincing the defendants of first degree murder, the jury acknowledged that Guzman-Feliz was tortured before his death. I believe that it was a very upsetting, tragic story, especially not only due to the fact that this young man at the age of 15 was killed in such a crazy, scary, horrifying way. Seen on video, camera footage, video footage, telephone footage, and everything else is all over YouTube, still all over social media. Um, I even follow Instagram fan pages that show pictures of him at the hospital. I guess he was at the hospital or some, or probably I don't know where it was located, but it's some sad pictures on Instagram. Um, I heard the story a few times before, but I actually seen video footage and stuff watching a guy by the name of Lamane Large who do YouTube videos, um, going to different grave sites, and he actually spoke on this story, showed some footage that he was allowed to show, and went to the grave site of this young man. The video is so horrifying. It is like you could barely even watch it and get used to it. Um, um, from my understanding, he felt like he was Junior felt like he was being chased by this gang, and he went into a poppy store or bodega in his hometown and asked could he hide out in the back of um the counter. The bodega owner had no idea what was going on, but then he realized. I mean, then I guess something clicked in his head where he realized how afraid Junior was. Cause I think Junior walked back. He walked out the store and then walked back in. And when the bodega owner realized how afraid he was, he allowed Junior to hide in the back of the counter. But like they said, one of the gang members seen Junior. One of the gang members seen Junior, went behind the counter, dragged him out the store, and they pretty much tortured him and jumped him, stabbed him with large machetes and knives and stuff, up until the point where he was just stabbed up and bleeding. He built enough strength to go back in the store asking, can someone take him to the hospital? But the bodega owner told him that the hospital was blocks away and run, don't stop, run. He barely could even make it to the hospital before collapsing to his death. Like I said, all the video footage is all over YouTube and many other social media platforms. I want to share my condolences to the family of Junior, the Guzman and Feliz family. I want to send my prayers to the bodega owner and share my condolences because at the end of the day, his mother passed away around the same time. Um, this is crazy. And I don't know if y'all heard it, but I actually was watching a video from the New York Times on YouTube where it says how a gang hunted and killed a 15-year-old in the Bronx. And this was 6 years ago. I don't want to show any videos because I don't want to have to deal with copywriting because I do not own any of these videos. But it's several videos on YouTube, and all are speaking on this story. Me personally, I felt like that there need to be several documentaries speaking on the story. Hopefully, they do a movie about this young man's life, and they get his story told. I don't know, maybe a book, but I definitely want, like, this story still bars. Like, this is one of the most craziest stories, and watching it, like watching the video, seeing pictures and stuff like that, that even bothered me even more. Um, so I just wanted to take the time to share this story. Please like, comment, subscribe, share my videos with friends and family, and I'm gonna get back to y'all with more stories.